Hello, welcome back. Hope you are enjoying my videos. Last video was about real-time simulation and verifications of wind energy conversion system. That was a complete training how to operate a Opel RT4510 simulator. Okay. So now today I want to discuss about how to measure power factor of a three-phase circuit. Generally, if you will see in the blogs available for the measurement in the Simulink library, that we can measure single phase voltage, single phase current, three phase voltage and current, and power. Okay, we have different blocks of measurement. So if you will talk about the power, then we have different blocks like this one. This one will be used for power measurement. This one also will be used for power measurement, and this one also will be used for power measurement. Okay, so all these are different blocks used for different cases of power measurement. Okay, in three phase. Okay, similarly for voltage and current measurement, we have a block that is the three phase VI measurement, this one. Okay, but we do not have any block which will give measurement of power factor angle and power factor of a three phase circuit. So for that I'm going to make this video. Please subscribe my channel and share among your friends, so that the very basic things which we need in our research activity, all this you will get updated, okay, and easily. So I will use this one. Okay, so I will delete these two. I will take a three-phase source. So this is three-phase source, and I will modify it to 30 volt and here 50 hertz. Okay, I will bring it here so that I can measure voltage and current drawn from the three-phase source. I need a load. For that I will take RLC series circuit. Okay, three-phase RLC series circuit. Okay, this one. So just I will short circuit this, and I will connect it here. A will be connected to A, B will be connected to B, and C will be connected to C. So now I want to see here what is the active power and what is the reactive power. Okay, so I will take a scope here, and I am giving 4, 5. Okay, so what I will do, I want to measure active power, reactive power. Okay, then I want to know the three-phase line to line phase current, phase voltage. So for that I need DMUX. Okay, and I will take from here, and I will take only one. Okay, one more I require. Take only one. And in one figure I want to see voltage and current, so we will take a mux. So these two will be mux here, so that we can see only in one display voltage and current. Okay, and two things I kept black. I will modify it to 2, and this one to 10, and this one to RL branch. Okay, take a power wheel. I will modify it to discontinuous to 50 Hz, and here I will take fixed step Lange Kutta 10^6. Okay, this setting. I will run it. So I will. What about the power? What about the power factor? No, sorry, we do not have power factor measurement, please. So see, this is the active power, this is the reactive power, and this is the voltage and current. So just I will zoom it. See, okay. So better to display from here. Just so 0.1 I will take. So see, and I will take different active display. Okay, so see, look at, I will run again. So this is the voltage, okay, sorry, this is the power, active power, reactive power, and this is the voltage and current. So see, voltage and current is not in phase or not in, see, this is how it is. Okay, so definitely there is a angle between voltage and current. That means it has some power factor or power factor angle. So which block we will use to calculate that? For that we have to work, because Simulink library do not have such a block which will give direct measurement to power factor and power factor angle. So now for that just we need a function block. So just I will write FCN. So this is the function block. Okay, and we need a mux. Here we will mux active power, and it is very simple, we will use our basic knowledge, okay, and implement the equation. And here what we will do, that is u hop 1, okay, u hop 1 divided by SQRT of, okay, u hop 1 to the power 2 plus, okay, u hop 2 to the power 2, close the bracket. This formula just we have to use. Okay, this formula will give what? Power factor. So this is our power factor. So use a display here, not display, I will not use, well, we can use display so that it will be visualized, and this is here. Okay, okay, next, what about the power factor angle? So if we have got power factor, then getting power factor angle is very easy. So a cos inverse, it will give cos inverse. Okay, and we need a gain which will convert radian to degree. For that, what we have to do, 360 divided by 2 star pi, so that we will get here in degrees. So put a display here and bring it here and just connect it. So this one is E active power, instantaneous 3-phase active power. This one is instantaneous 3-phase reactive power. This one for voltage and current, and this one is power factor, and this one is power factor angle, E dot F angle. Okay, so just it here. So now run it. Hope it will give you the result. Okay, so just see, this is your power factor angle. Okay, power factor angle. This is active power, reactive power, and voltage and current. How they are looking each other. Okay, so if you want to make it into blocks, so for that just do this. Okay, subsystem. So now it will become a power factor. Okay, so it is a power factor and power factor measurement, power factor angle measuring block. Okay, block that is 3-phase instantaneous. Okay, so now I will change. I will use a 3-phase load. Okay, RLC load. Sorry, RLC load. 3-phase load I will use. Okay, which will have some active power and reactive power like that. Okay, this one I will use, and I will give here 10. Here I will give 500. Sorry, 5000. Here I will give 0, and here I will give 230. Here I will use 50 Hz. Okay, and I will remove this just to verify, so that you people will not get any confusion. So just connect it here. Okay, and just run it. See here, this is the voltage, this is the current, sorry, this is the power factor angle, and this is the power factor. So now look here, this is okay, this is one more thing you can do, just change it. How much? 10,000. Take it 10,000. So see here, 45 is power factor angle and 0.707, this is the power factor. So definitely this will occur only when reactive power and active power drawn from the source is same. Okay, so in this way we can make a block which will give you the power active power, reactive power, power factor and power factor angle. So this was all about this video. I would like to thank you all guys for having patience and subscribing my channel. Again, I am requesting you all to subscribe my channel so that I will get motivation, and I will share all the basic requirements, basic blogs, basic things which require for the researchers step by step. Thank you very much.